Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that I think is going to be important, as I always say, of course. However, this one's going to be about using supply and demand principles to try to stand out or get, I guess, to the level you want to be at. In this particular aspect, I'm talking about men and women and what they look for in each other. And hopefully you like this video, the content, and yeah. So I want to start off by saying that men and women first, they value each other for not all the time, but for the most case, and I'm going to try to reflect that here. I'm going to say that men and women value each other for the potential that they can give to each other. So we're talking about, for example, women who may want a guy who's got, or a girl who's got perceived power, makes her feel protected, kind of assertive as a person, maybe financially stable person, also a person who makes good decisions. These are the kind of guys that women, for the most part, will value over the rest of the gang. And looks don't necessarily matter too much when it comes to women. However, there's still other aspects that you gotta try to do. It's a different world altogether when it comes to trying to attract or trying to be attracted to women, because you can't just look the best and get whatever you want. Because a lot of these girls are used to that. They're used to playing this rough game, and so they're looking for more. They're more fine-tuned to look for traits that will stand out in the guy. And I'm gonna use supply and demand as a way to try to demonstrate this fact. So. And I will say I feel sorry for guys who refuse or who can't offer these traits that women are looking for. I'm talking about here the perceived power, the decision making, and protection. But all is not lost. Most guys, or more controlling girls, actually will like these kind of guys because these guys offer little resistance and allow themselves to be walked over. And I know a lot of girls who I talk to, they're like, yeah. He's not the best, the smartest guy out there, but he listens to me all the time, and he does what I say. He takes what I say like it's 100% truth, and these girls are gonna like that. However, they're gonna like that aspect that they can walk over him. However, they're not gonna like that themselves. They're not gonna like. Man, it's hard to say, but they're not gonna like these kind of guys, as in the same way they would like the guys who are offering those traits I mentioned earlier. But these guys can find a girl, but most likely they're going to find someone who's controlling, a girl who's controlling. And so, one thing I would say that a lot of these guys who I say don't quite understand, they go through a couple things I like to call the nice guy fallacy. And these guys think that being extra nice, being extra chivalrous, being extra everything, being the kind of guy who's like the white knight, giving this girl everything she wants. He thinks that that's how to attract the women, or that's how to get a woman to stick around. Women will stick around for a guy like that, but only to use his stuff. They're going to use his money, maybe use his car, resources, whatever he has available. But like I said earlier, they're not going to like this guy himself, but the fact that they can walk all over him and get the stuff they want from him. That's what they're settling for, that only because they know that they're getting something out of it. And girls like guys who can achieve their own personal goals and interests, and then make time for them on the side. So the guys who mistakenly, treat girls as if they're an end of everything, these are the ones who are constantly falling prey to all this. All the time you see guys who are like, I can't believe it. I bought her this. I bought her that. I let her walk over my back so she can get through a puddle dry. I can't believe I did all this stuff, and then nothing's come out of it. And then these guys are gonna literally blame the girl, but they let themselves fall victim to this kind of stuff because of their nice guy fallacy. But like I said earlier, the girls actually want the guy who follows his own passions and interests, the guy who pursues his own goals and then makes time for them on the side. It's going to make them feel a little uneasy, of course, but this uneasiness is what kind of attracts a girl. If things are too easy, like the nice guys make it, then, what's the point of them? They already know in their head that they've already got this nice guy taken care of. He's already gotten them. He's already buying them stuff. Great. I got one guy already down. Well, now I want to go for someone who's actually a challenge. So they're gonna go ahead and lead this nice guy, and then eventually find someone who they do actually care about. But from a girl's perspective, these nice guys hold little value, since the only value that they're willing to bring to the table is just to be nice. It's so generic, and it's actually, to be honest, it doesn't offer much at all. You can't even tell what this person's like, because all he's trying to do is be nice. He's just being nice. He's not trying to tell you what he's about. He's not trying to show you what he's about. And then when the girls do end up getting with these guys, see these nice guys, some guys actually, aren't that nice. And these guys are going to probably say that, oh, I'm the nicest guy. I can't believe you would think that. I'm not nice. I'm the nicest person. But no, it's not true. Like, a nice person won't say that kind of stuff. And this nice guy fallacy kind of breeds that kind of logic. But the thing is, these nice guys just don't want to show their drive and ambition. They're so focused on treating the girl as the end product and end result that they don't even think to bring about why the girl should actually like them. And that's the problem that these nice guys go through. But anyway, guys have a little bit more of a simple list when it comes to girls that they're gonna try to, I guess, be with. And for the most part, they're looking for a girl who will make them feel confident, a girl who will, well, I guess not quite make them feel confident, but make them validate to themselves and to the peers around them by looking for a girl. That's kind of like a lot of the main things that guys are looking for. And this is kind of why guys are always looking for the best looking girl out there, always trying to find the next, attractive girl, because their friends are going to look at them like they're gods, But, and to be honest about this actually is kind of crazy, because, a lot of these girls don't realize this kind of thing going on, but, they don't realize that, they're a trophy wife, or they're the trophy, I guess, of this guy. And a lot of these guys just don't even care about stuff that's, they don't care about what's good. They don't care about the girl is actually cool, nice, if she looks the best, they're going to try to put that over everything. And this is just a lot of guys. One of the biggest problems that we face whenever guys are only looking for looks or out for that girl who's going to be making them look awesome is that these girls never get to understand accountability for themselves, or even develop some sort of personality or moral system, because they're accepted whether they're good or bad, right or wrong, only due to the fact that these guys are judging by the looks. And so this is kind of why we have girls who kind of grow up without any kind of understanding of how guys actually think, or become bullies. Like, I've seen girls who get off on making guys cry, and these are girls who, they literally are, quote unquote bitches. Like, not to be mean about it, but they even say they are. They're like, oh yeah, I'm just a bitch, I know I'm a bad bitch, just like on TV and everything. And they're like strutting their stuff everywhere, and it's like they'll throw anyone under the bus in order to make themselves to get picked by the next guy who's looking for looks, or looking for the girl who's the it girl. And that's kind of a problem that's gonna develop. And when let's just show you a scenario. Say a nice guy who may look good gets with a bitch and gets hurt. The nice guy will eventually, if he doesn't turn into an asshole, he's probably gonna become more reclusive, become more introverted. He might even lose confidence, and that's just not a good combination altogether. But that's just one aspect of what can develop out of this. And then finally, there's a girl, after she's gone through her roster of guys and decided that she wants something that's going to last long, they're going to settle for the nice guy. I've had a girl this semester I talked to with another of my friends, she was dating him. She told me in the beginning how she was preaching how he was nice guy. See, once you understand that after all these bad guys, then you all goes on is really a nice guy in the end. Okay, so this happened, right? 2 months later, now she wants to look for extra people. She told him that she wanted to talk to other girls to build some sort of emotional connection to. I told him, listen, man, this isn't good. This is not a good sign. And he goes, no, you don't understand. She is only saying this because she's pansexual. That's just the way she is. And, she explained it to him in feminist terms. And he started to go with it, And I was like, listen, man, it's a slippery slope. One day you're going to wake up and, she's going to be, it won't just be some other girl. It'll be probably another guy. And then before you know it, he's sitting on the sideline like the third wheel. Anyway, a little while later, she finally, breaks it off with him, tells him that she sees where this is going and it's not right for her. After all the preaching she's done about how she really wanted someone like that. But that's just not the case, and I'm just sorry that this has to be this way. But if only people understood that men and women are looking for different things, and that's kind of a tough contrast. But in order to make it work, I think you have to compromise with both. As a man and woman, you have to compromise. And women, despite the feminist movement, I don't think that women are always right, regardless of whether they're right or wrong. They're not always right. There's always gray areas, and none of these things actually are gender issues, to be honest. The only reason why these issues I pinpointed and I kind of laid out the format for how things kind of are the way they are these days is only because of, I guess, the way that society. This is kind of the way society runs. Doesn't have to, like I said. I know guys who actually like bigger girls, actually like girls who are, just treat them nice. They want someone who's going to treat them, who won't leave them. They want someone who's clingy, and that's cool too. But these are kind of broad topics that I'm trying to narrow down on. It's kind of a broader topic than I'm making out to be honest. But these are just one of the, if you have these traits, you're in demand. Just letting you know that. But, yep, have a good day, everybody. And like I said earlier, happy Mother's Day.